International Dance Corporation and live on ITV Sport. Time to meet the players. Ladies and gentlemen, here he is, a history maker, Brendan Dolan! And now, ladies and gentlemen, the winner of 7 major titles. Time to meet the Machine, James Wade!
Okay, we're all set. First man to 10 legs then, remember, for a chance to come back tomorrow. Let's find out who progresses from these two. Chris Mason's shot round in his own shoes to join John Rawling.
Thank you, Matt, and good evening, everybody. And lovely to see, as Chris was alluding to earlier on this evening when we were chatting to James Wade, just how relaxed he was. Happy to be back playing, I think, and back on the TV stage. And he's produced some very good form through October. Didn't play so well last week, but I think he's going to take some beating here today. Although Brendan Dolan, 10 years his senior at 41. Last year he was outside the top 16, but he's come surging back. This time last year, almost to the day, he won his first ever ranking title in Wigan while this very tournament was on, and he won another 4 since then and surged up the rankings. And he did play very well in Germany, Chris.
Yeah, superb. He only just got beat by the eventual winner, Michael. A very impressive player, absolutely rock solid. Very much like the Andy Hamilton mould. The board just being straightened up.
A few running repairs from George Noble, our referee. Looking very smart with his suit and tie.
Gorgeous George.
Oh, I'm glad you said that.
He's a lovely boy.
He certainly is. James Wade walking in with his fiancée, Sammy. There she is, closest to us.
They're still not happy.
About the board, that is. Brendan's another of those players who always seems to have a smile on his face, doesn't he? Very good-natured fella. Not sure if he's got a smile or not. Hard to tell, isn't it? Plenty of fancy dress in the big crowd here, which, as the evening unfolds, with Gary Anderson, the Scottish hero, on last of all tonight.
Looking forward to that one.
It's going to be bouncing, isn't it?
Yep. Sit out in the audience and take that one in.
First leg,
There'll be some atmosphere.
First. Game on.
James on the ball to decide who goes first, third, fifth, seventh, and so on. No tiebreaker in this match, so it's a big advantage.
They met in the 2011 World Grand Prix semi-finals, these two, when Dolan had his 9-darter, the history maker, and won it.
100.
Dolan also won a meeting in the 2012 Players' Championship finals. But the career record, by my reckoning, and statistics supplied by the fantastic Dave Allen, Wade leading 7-5 on career meetings.
Yep, that's correct. And ironically, the first 9 was against James in the double start format, and then James achieved defeat himself in the very same tournament.
Yep, you don't win 7 major titles by accident.
I don't think you can fluke one, to be honest. Not in this game.
100.
Tons all the way thus far.
A ton machine. Could be in.
The trend, I think that's 2.
140.
Very hard to beat Dolan. Just gives you crumbs.
Well, we were saying last week, weren't we, when we were over in Germany, he's one of those
60.
players who never seems to get absolutely battered. He's always there in the match.
Yeah.
Ian White, another one.
Yeah. Set this one up.
99.
62. That's what we usually see at the end of a 9-darter. 1 full 1. James had plenty of them in his time. Hard to believe he's still only 31. Frightening.
100.
Around when he was 17.
62.
It was nice nattering to him about cars a bit earlier on, wasn't it? I sometimes think he'd rather be a mechanic than a darts player. Anyway, let's see what Brendan can do here. 62. Oh,
17 left. 188.
Well, it's not exactly the conventional way of doing it.
54. James requires 41.
So 1 for tops for James. Tens. Likes it down here.
21.
A little bit of
Brendan, you require
early match
8.
tension maybe, not quite settled into it yet. Dolan though now, double 4, this to nick the leg against the darts. Well, that has to be a good marker. Surely now.
4. James required 20.
It was harder to miss than hit on that occasion.
Well, he said James Wade likes his double 10s. You often see him check out there.
Yeah, tops and tens.
Psychological big difference in Brendan Dolan, isn't there? That's his fiancée Teresa, who we saw briefly there, watching on in the VIPs area.
Yeah, well, there's no disappointment from giving away the previous leg. He just gets on with it.
He was a nearly man who's become a winner.
Absolutely.
With darts like this.
100.
Crowd would love to see a 9-darter tonight. Wouldn't be surprised, you know.
No, I've got a feeling.
Very nearly had one earlier on. Adrian Lewis.
136.
First 7 he had, didn't he? And missed the treble 19. can check out 161, of course.
That was his checkout for the history-making first 9-dart televised leg of 501.
95.
Treble 20, treble 17 ball.
Has the date of it, doesn't he, on the back of his shirt?
That's it.
Probably be able to see that at some stage. Let's see. No, it's not this time.
Would like a treble. Gets
100.
one. No finish for Wade.
All he can do is try and put a bit of pressure on here and make it a must-take for Dolan on that 61.
And try and force an error through the application of pressure.
Not quite what he'd hoped for. So Dolan 61. He's going to use the ball here.
Yeah, it should do. 25 double 18 or 45. Yep, it's perfect.
Double 18, yeah.
That's another good marker. Bump off that one.
Very nice.
This is the 10th 2011, that history-making 9-dart finish.
On the collar there, you see it?
Yeah, it's not his pin number.
140.
On the back of his collar. I haven't spoken to him about it, but I bet James was delighted to have finally had that first televised ranking victory over Phil Taylor over in Dublin, because that's been something of a monkey on his back for a long time.
Yes. Yes, it's something that we all... Again, though, that curse strikes.
What you mean, you beat him and then it
Yeah.
all goes wrong afterwards? Oh, terrific from Dolan. Second maximum.
Good leg this from Wade. 180 and a 140 in the leg. He's piling it on. No finish for Dolan, but a 140 minimum requirement. And most players on 82, when Wade returns, will use the ball, because 25, well, the ball leaves double 16. If they hit a 25, it leaves them 57, guarantees them a dart top.
Well, 160, 164 you can get out. But
Imagine he'll go treble 14. Yep.
For 2-1. Good dart.
He looks good, Wade.
He's relaxed and focused, doesn't he?
Yeah, shown up this week, that's for sure. Already totally different player to 6 days ago, 7 days ago.
140.
High standard this match so far. I see my wedding for this. I'm sure that'll go down too well.
All going with throw. Danger Mouse.
Now, big score from Wade, required. Great first start. A yawning gap. Always come down.
139.
Yeah, sometimes what we see from our angle is obviously not what the angle the player sees, and if you just don't like the lie, most of them will run for cover.
Left-hander, of course, as well. So you get the slightly different angle there, don't you?
Yeah.
100.
What's Wadey thinking here?
19s. 7 of them leaves 170.
Well, that's pretty handy. Treble had been up. Treble will do.
95.
Unlucky. Good man. All over it.
He's brought his A game tonight by the looks of it.
Yep. Opportunity knocks.
Yeah, he'd know, of course, just how solid Dolan's game is at the moment.
Well, the fact that their head-to-head record's so close.
Indeed.
As you said, 7-5 in favour of James.
100. Brendan, you require 141.
Well, he knows the way to go about it. They all do. 141. Treble 19s he's looking for double 12. He's got it. Double 12 for the 141 checkout. Brilliant!
Absolutely tremendous finish.
All going with darts.
42.
And the first break at the end of this leg. And Wade's poor visit there, just 42. A glimmer of an opening for Dolan. Can he take the opportunity?
$60.
Neither player is really pushing their opponent on throw. It's going to be hard work to break.
140.
At this standard, 97.77 for Wade, 94.80 for Dolan. High quality.
Wade maintaining the edge, everything going with the throw. Great second dart. Coming down now. Oh, what a cover shot as well.
Really well. Looks very, very comfortable. Easiest game in the world when you're hitting everything.
140.
Better than Dolan.
So Wade now just wants to get on a good finish here. Great first dart.
100.
Close to 140. Just kissed the barrel as it came through.
Yep. Took a bit of a deflection. I've seen a few 177s today to leave the 24. That's what Dolan would have been hoping for.
60.
Well, we're seeing 141. And we're going to see another. Wade will hope to finish it right here. And that missed by a distance,
Yeah,
so he's got to
63.
recalculate.
Treble 13 probably. Yep, double 12.
Oh, great dart. And Wade, as we've said, has produced a really, really solid game here. Dolan playing well, also all going with the clinical. And that's the best finish of this championship so far.
Yeah, we've had a couple of 140s this afternoon.
It was a bit rough, didn't he? Must have been out all night, surely.
The last point would have caused that.
We've never felt like that, of course.
Six flag, Brendan to throw first. Game on.
Onwards, it's all gone with darts so far. Wade has been scoring marginally the heavier, and his checkout percentage is better, but Dolan hanging on in there as he does.
100.
See those checkout statistics. Wade maintains 50% or better. I think most people would settle for that.
He'd take that all night long.
60.
At what stage will one of these lads really be put under pressure on their own throw? It's not really happened yet, has it?
Yeah, it's sort of mid-match. It starts to... If you sort of hold them consecutively 4 or 5 times, you just...
100.
sort of start to reach the key stages of the match. The 10th to the 12th legs is where you want to put a burst on and draw clear and give yourself a bit of breathing space.
100.
Crowd relatively subdued so far. Can't imagine that's going to last for long. Phil Taylor is going to be in action shortly after this against Wes Newton, if you're just joining us, and stand by for a rerun of last week's final. Raymond van Barneveld against the world #1 Michael van Gerwen. Sammy, of course, I beg your pardon. Final was against Terry Jenkins, wasn't it? Terry's listening, and I suspect he will be Terry, I apologise profusely. Got him up to 18 in the rankings again.
Yeah, the way it stands, he got very little to defend over the next 6 to 12 months, so no doubt Terry on that form. He showed, not necessarily in the final, but to reach the final he would be in the top 16 after the World Championships.
141 again. He's done it once. Can he do it for a second time? The answer is in the negative on this occasion.
There's a lot on offer this weekend for Brendan.
Change required 156.
Given the slam, and with Justin Pipe, winner and the runner-up, will receive a place in the
60.
Grand Slam. The qualifiers for that are on Monday.
82.
Good luck to those taking part in that.
Always a terrific competition. That's in Wolverhampton. If you're in that area, get yourself a ticket. Well worth going.
.26.
Well, that is not his best visit. Now, James Wade, 96. Is this the moment when the throw is going to be broken?
Watch out if he doesn't have trouble with his first start. Oh, look at that. Two
Great
dart, double
right in
18.
the middle. Oh.
There we go.
We said from the first leg he looked as though he was on his game, and that just confirms it. First leg taken against the throw.
Game on.
Slightly got the eye of the tiger tonight.
Yeah. Very positive, relaxed, in control.
137.
The smell of fish and chips isn't that bad, surely.
Dolan's second, third maximum of the match already.
140.
Not a bad riposte, was it?
Solid.
Well, we've talked it up. The crowd are wanting it. He's done the first three. And that's where it ends for now.
.60.
Cannot believe he didn't nick a treble there with the last. Super like this.
100.
Missing is missing by fractions.
Yeah. That's when you know someone's on their mettle.
Well, that is not what Dolan required.
45.
And,
Let's more or less give this one up now.
yeah, you could see the body language, couldn't you? The towel sort of fluttered in, and now Wade.
Treble. Ooh, treble 8 for tops.
84.
Still got time.
Yeah, no reason to go for the ball. Halloween blobby. Alan Warner last night.
Change required 40.
Wade then tops to go 5-2. Tens.
Unusual.
Oh yes. Makes it look very easy, doesn't he, when he's in this sort of mood?
Quality player. 98.29 average for Wade. Dolan's game just beginning to he comes.
140.
Doubles important as well for Wade. 5 out of 9. For the supporters club there. Some lads in this afternoon have held up a sign saying our wives think we're in our IKEA. Or at least they did until they held up the sign.
There was a few drunk lads in earlier dressed as cigarettes in costumes, so I put them out.
Very good to be going in at 5 apiece. Lovely jubbly. I better not say what the other one might be saying. Get taken off air.
100.
So composed.
Wade breaches the 100 average mark for the first time in this match.
85.
Yeah, in a few people's eyes, Dolan on recent form, you'd have suspected that he was at very least going to push Wade very close.
Including
140.
me.
But Wade, well, look at those match averages now. He is starting to tighten his grip on this match.
My tipping line will be going live soon. Couldn't tip up a wheelbarrow.
121. Oh, that's a good first dart.
And he went the treble 7 tops route. That's how much he loves tops.
Rather than the 11 bull route.
Well, no real pressure from Dolan, no chance of a finish, so... Three darts in his hand, and he'll always go treble 7 for tops on 61.
60.
The vast majority of players will go the 25-36 route.
So, for 6-3. Oh, 6 out of 10.
So play Brendan to throw first. Game on.
Damage limitations now for Dolan. Has to win this leg before we go into the second break. And then come out, and he's going to have to raise his game by 10 points to make this competitive.
Good start. Unlucky with the third. And he knows it.
Nice.
Wade takes this leg. Looking
It's
unlikely now, but if he takes it, I think you can just about book him in place in the next round. Facing Adrian Lewis, remember, the winner of this.
58.
He was also impressive last on this afternoon in
10-4 victory, wasn't it, against Kim Huybrechts?
100.
Will Dolan now go the European way? The Dutch boys that first introduced the work on the 19s this early in a leg.
57.
Not on that occasion.
He's got to be so careful in this leg, Dolan.
Wade gets a big hit now. Going to be putting him under pressure if he were to hit another couple of trebles from here. There's one of them.
Beautiful adjustment.
Oh, terrific.
Real pressure now for Dolan. the way he's playing this evening and the way Wade's playing this evening, I can only see one result anyway. But if Wade does win this one,
60.
definitely over for me.
180 then from here.
6 darts. Another 140 is perfect. What a chance now for Dolan to get back in this leg.
Almost the first time that Wade seems to have gone up to the board and not had a really solid 3.
Yeah, although they were all over it. Like you say, when he's missing by a fraction.
Great first dart from Dolan, and another.
Might go for the ball.
130.
So Shanghai.
If anybody you didn't want to face on Shanghai, it'd be Wadey with his love of tops. 20 for tops now.
Looking pretty handy.
Oh, 100.
Must take this for Dolan. Absolutely.
Imperative.
To keep the Irishman's hopes alive. 56. Starting with the 16 for tops. Just composing himself. Taking his time. And nailing it. A really important dart, that, in the context of the match. And at the interval, Wade, he has his head in front and throwing positively, confidently, but Dolan hanging on in there. Wade leads 6-4. First to 10 taking the place in the next round. Everybody having a great time. Plenty of refreshment down there.
James to throw first. Game on.
Thirsty work while we're on the mineral water.
Sadly. Relentless Wade.
140.
Happy about returning from the break by doing that. 10 apart in the averages now. Wade averaging 101 to Dolan's. It was 91, thereabouts.
137.
Yeah, he needs to find another gear. Majority of Dolan's legs effectively coming in 16, 17 and 18 darts, where
60.
Wade averaging 100 is a throw in front all the time. That needs to change, and quick.
Could do with a big hit here just to put Wade under a bit of pressure.
Yep. Needs to reel off a couple of 12s.
60.
Solid as usual.
Teresa looking a bit tense as she watches her man Brendan.
100.
And there's Wadey's fiancée Sammy. Two crowds, cheers from the crowd who recognise her from earlier on.
Extremely appreciated.
Well put.
60.
Well, Brendan's not producing the leg that he'd hoped for here.
Yeah, these.
59.
I mean, it's not scrappy, but 142 left after 12 for Wade. Dolan needs to be closer. He needs to be harassing Wade when these legs are of this standard. 140 does give him a chance.
100.
It's just not enough.
Well, we've seen a 141 in this match. Can Wade find a 142 to better Brendan Dolan's mark? No. But that's pretty handy.
Yep, has to go now, this Dolan. Treble 20, treble 20, double 12 is an option. Treble 18, double 18 is an option. It's perfect for Dolan.
It's Well, he was going to get it after that first dart. He was in the middle of the bed, wasn't
he? Sat up lovely.
48 then for Wade. 8s for tops, his favourite.
Perfect marker. Look at that. Right on the wire. In she goes.
He knows he's playing well. He's delighted. And he's 7-4 up. Only needs another 3 now.
Different animal tonight from a week ago in Germany. Different player.
100.
So was Lewis. This afternoon, who was reasonably disappointing a week ago. This afternoon, dynamite early on.
He had a terrific October, though, didn't he, James?
Yes.
Got to the final in Dublin and had a very good weekend in Crawley.
Yeah, won an event.
His disciplinary problems last year, but glad to see that he's put that behind him and he's now back relaxed and enjoying his darts and clearly throwing very well indeed.
Well, he reacted well to being left out of the Premier League. A player of his ilk to be left out was a big decision, but James has responded well and he's got his game in a great place, and he's in a great place, and it's great for the game.
100. Another terrific dart, that. $140. Dolan under pressure. And the pressure is mounting on each moment that he misses the treble. Trying to keep decent order in the house.
Is he the bloke that orders the beer, do you think?
Look, is that a gavel, the thing he was whacking him with?
I think so. A beak.
$181.
99.
All shapes and sizes watching tonight, all ages. Some extraterrestrials, some regular human beings.
Treble 17, double 18.
Oh, good dart. Superb. Wade tightens the screw yet more. 8-4, he only needs 2 more legs.
A nail in the Dolan coffin, that one.
Game on. $174.
Never too young for the darts. I told you there are all ages in here tonight.
Ear defenders. Superb. And pink ones.
98.
Ooh, a rare loose dart. You can almost count those on one hand in this performance so far from James Wade.
Yeah, it's been rock solid. Just averaging under 100 as we approach. Halfway through leg 13.
That's a great switch and a terrific visit. Effectively a maximum for Dolan. He's already had 3 of them. James just checking where the score left him. 135.
We'll be very pleased with this performance. Wade makes him a danger to the rest of the field in this form.
140.
So 151 in the mood he's in. This is not beyond the bounds of possibility. Wasn't to be a checkout, but what a great setup.
He's keeping Dolan on the back foot constantly.
And now Wade on 20, one of his favourite doubles. Dolan on 86. He's got to take it.
Well, he potentially may only get one dart at the ball if he doesn't hit the treble. Oh, he's not even going to get that now unless he hits another treble. Treble 14.
And he's missed it.
Yeah, that's just not happening.
So, a couple of tens then.
To go within one leg of a place in round 2 against Adrian Lewis.
Tough double 5, and thrown with terrific confidence again. There's a real poise about James Wade, and he needs just one more now.
In control of his arm and in control of his emotions. Lovely to see. And great to watch.
And it sets up, assuming he manages to get across the line here, it sets up a potentially mouth-watering quarter-final clash against Lewis.
Oh.
They both come on the sort of games that they've produced today. Adi looked in terrific battle as well, although Kim Heidricks, with his problems away from darts, with his mum not being well, in all honesty, he didn't bring his A game, but Lewis was throwing really well, and a match against James Wade, playing the sort of way Eddie has here this evening, that's going to be something special.
Yeah, well, it's a pick-em match. It's a 50-50. Wade's consistency against Lewis's flamboyancy.
Wade Dolan rather just refusing to lie down though, keeping plugging away as he always does.
Well, again, nowhere near at Dolan's best, but still averaging 93. That's what makes him a tough cookie.
100.
And just looking just to set it up.
Wade's played so well, he's given him a bit of a lesson.
That's what he can do. Is it all too late? Surely so.
It'd be a miracle comeback.
Talk about it for a long time if Brendan Dolan somehow turned this around, but it would also involve a Wade disintegration, and you can't see that. Double 16.
65.
Still got plenty of time.
Fortunately, yeah, he's Wade's way back. Wade knows as well as we do. He's just worried about the next leg with throw.
16.
So double 8 for 9-5. And then Wade will have the darts to win the match. Dolan's done his bit in the equation. She's still hoping. James Wade, though, poised. Oh, great first dart.
Bit disappointed with that, I think.
First dart was perfection.
Well, being left-handed, he tends to go from right to left across the 60 bed, where right-handed players seem to go from left to right. Now he's going to completely go against my...
Yeah, but you saw the way, having thrown that dart, he had to make the big positional adjustment, didn't he? He had to walk along the hockey, shift along the hockey to give himself the angle.
The line in, yeah. Has to move from that one.
96.
Needed that last dart. Just to keep a flicker of hope there.
Well, steady tons. We'll get Wade. Oh dear, we'll get Wade over the line, but a little opportunity for Dolan.
The Wade in with a couple of trebles would be handy.
$125. 140.
No check out, of course, for Dolan. Wade 101, so Dolan just has to try somehow here to make it a must-get for Wade when he returns.
Now 140 will do just that. Got to watch he doesn't bust. Make sure he don't catch the fly.
140.
Seen it done.
101.
101 then. Dolan putting the pressure on.
One tops.
This for the match. 10-5. James Wade has come here tonight and has shown just why he has had this terrific record over the years on his A game. And Brendan Dolan, a really fine player. He didn't produce his best form, but he pushed Wade all the way. But ultimately, Wade winning clearly 10-5, and so that quarter-final match against Adrian Lewis is now